Hello,
Not
you
if I delete
wonderful.
the chat.
What now?
No, go ahead.
I was just greeting these wonderful people that come out to see us every night. I'm sorry, I didn't realize there was something more important than that, Tom.
Yeah, I'm just gonna delete the fucking our Twitch channel.
Oof.
Well, then they would be most disappointed, wouldn't they? Blix Wafa, Daestra, how's it going? So, for anyone that has not seen yet the video that I posted just today, which I wouldn't blame you because I just posted it today, there's a sixth person here, you guys! Say hi, Kyle.
Oh.
God damn it.
Nailed it.
Perfect
Hey, guys.
introduction.
Okay, so, I will very quickly re-give the spiel. Kyle is one of the founding members of Caffeinated Conquest from way back in the day. Back when the original run was me, Xavier, Tom, Austin, Dennis, and Kyle himself. Back in the day, Adam used to be a part-timer. Speaking of which, Adam, we will call you again if nobody shows up. So, I'm just kidding, Adam. We love you. We love you, Adam. You are...
Put my phone on silent now. Then just kidding. Just kidding.
You know what? You know what?
It's off silent.
We give Adam so much shit, but this guy right here is the number one most dependable, most fucking got your back kind of guy you could ever ask for. Adam, you're a scholar and a gentleman, and everyone here loves you.
I know about scholar, but I guess gentleman might work.
Oh.
I was going to say, but the scholar of what?
Because Josh is a scholar of
Anime.
hentai. Yeah.
A
I guess
scholar
maybe,
of dreams, a philosopher, you might say.
We're not having this conversation again.
Of lost dreams, dreams that went come and gone.
Tom, do you have something to say about philosophy?
Shut your whore mouth.
All right. While I work on getting Yusuf's music going, because I forgot to do that previously, Kyle, really quick, go ahead and let everybody who might have missed your prelude today know a little bit about your character. Just give them the Cliff Notes version.
I'm not panicking. You're panicking.
Dude, seriously, relax.
I know.
You've
I know,
been on
I know.
videos with us
I'm-
before.
I'm just fucking okay.
Kyle,
Hi,
you've
guys.
been on camera without clothes. This is so much easier.
Look, it's easier when my dick's out. Okay.
Wait, your dick's not out?
I mean, it's Twitch. You
I just
can't
thought there was an unspoken
Any-
agreement that we record without pants.
I mean, I'm wearing shorts, so technically.
Yeah.
So, I'm Klaus. Wow. Klaus von Blittersdorf. A once former World War I cavalry captain and former German nobility. Some point along the lines of my stay in psych wards and aggressive self-defense methods, I've teamed up with my sire and mentor, Vincent Wow, I can't even remember his last name.
Schroeder.
Stroganoff?
Here,
Schroeder,
Schroeder.
yeah. I picked it too, right? That's some shit. Vincent Schroeder. We had our fun in the United States during the stock market crisis, and have thanks. It helped. It sent us on a different journey to enjoy the world and I don't know, have our own goals met instead of those of others. And now we're out here in California, chilling, figuring out what to do next.
Now, one thing that my experienced vampire players might take interest in, as I was sort of going over the lore of vampire and explaining the different options available to Kyle, and we chanced upon the Daughters of Cacophony, he was quite taken by the idea that they were somehow related to the Toreador or the Malkavians. So our dear Klaus von Blittersdorf is a bit of a missing link between the two, and as such, he has taken the additional discipline merit for Melpomene. So how many dots do you have in that, by the way?
2.
2, okay. So there's going to be some interesting stuff. happening here tonight. But before that, everybody remind me what happened last time with your characters, because I cannot be asked to remember.
I had a whole episode.
I watch people yell at each other.
I want Xavier to do the recap of last episode.
It was like
Specifically
a month
the
ago.
one where I started it.
Also,
No, I mean last week.
all of you beautiful people that I have not
Or
greeted
2
previously,
weeks.
hello. We love you all.
Shit, I don't remember what happened. Okay, well, I obviously don't remember with Zance. So we went to the meeting. We told them they're stupid because they want to live by Darwin rules, and that Darwinism can't really exist right now in modern society because we take care of old people anyways. Duh. Shit. And then I went home, and what did I do? Fuck, I don't remember.
Are you sure you didn't go to your Lowe's? Oh no, Sears. Sorry, Sears.
My Sears.
Hello, sir.
Uh,
I have to turn that into something.
A Sears.
And then fucking Carlo diablerized his cousin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he gave his cousin the bad suck.
He's a Giovanni. Is any suck really the good suck?
His cousin.
And then Byrick, what the fuck did Byrick do? I feel like it's kind of important, but I can't.
Oh, I went looking for a shop. Oh no, I went to a church.
Okay, I went to church. Okay, yeah, Yusuf's yeah, just the clip notes. Yeah, Carlo diablerized his cousin.
Late for welcome.
Yeah.
Beethoven.
Josh, where did we leave off with you?
No, I want to hear Xavier explain this part.
Okay, well, Josh, I cannot speak for Josh.
I decided. I believe we left off with me leaving Louis' mansion is where I left off. So when we were left to our own devices at the end of the night, Zance went to go see Dracula, and he offered, obviously, to help Dracula find a home. And in doing that, he tried to convince Dracula to try to push more of the anarchs who jokingly voted for him to genuinely support McNeil, and so that way, while convincing Dracula that McNeil should serve as the face of the vampires in LA, while Dracula is the true leader of the night behind the scenes. And I went to go find a suitable home for him in the Hollywood Hills. And while doing that, I found the best home possible, but it was owned by a chicken baron, or the heir to a chicken barony. And so I used my contacts to try to set up a party where we would both be at them, so I could try to convince him to sell me the property. And then after that, I also used my contact to try to set up the filming of a modern masterpiece in war cinematography, starring an actual World War II veteran. That way,
Steve Rogers.
I did so that way I could potentially vet some of these people to either become potential ghouls or childer. And then after that, I went to Louis' mansion where we discussed some secret Ventru stuff where we made pinky promises about supporting each other, as well as potentially him backing me as one of the barons of LA should I help him in his plan to actually get McNeil to help take responsibility for this fucked up little city. And I believe that's where we left off. That's where I left off.
Okay. In which case, tonight, there are two juicy targets at the moment. But I think, at the risk of being declared of favoritism, let's start with Mark Zance tonight. Mr. Zance, as you are leaving Mr. Fortier's mansion with Virginia on your arm, as you are wont to do, there is a car you don't recognize parked in Louis' driveway. The engine is still running, and it's very nice. It doesn't look the slightest bit out of place here in the Hollywood Hills. Or even here at a Ventru's mansion, but not quite anybody you've seen before.
God damn it.
I'm gonna just kind of saunter on over there and knock on the window and introduce myself like the sly Ventru bastard I am.
English.
Kind of knock on the door. It's like, I don't believe we've met before.
Kyle, a few, well, let's say about a night has passed since the meeting, since the incident. Eventually what happened is that the kindred of Los Angeles, rather than supporting Jeremy McNeil or indeed Louis Fortier, decided to almost unanimously support that weird Dracula guy. And young vampires have flocked to his banner left and right. Somewhere in the midst of things, an upstart vampire jumped up, claiming to be the legendary firebrand Murphy Fierro, and was quickly silenced by several gunshots from a very tall gentleman in a trench coat and a wide-brimmed hat. Herr Schroeder, through his contacts, and maybe a little, shall we say, extra-natural alliances, was finally able to dig up the haven of Louis Fortier. And shortly after your car has arrived, almost like clockwork, you can see Mark Zantz exiting the premises. And as if pulled to you by fate itself, he walks to the window of the car, knocks.
Oh, really nice car.
What kind of car is
Hi,
it?
Raven. How's it going?
Is it classier than my Phantom? I have to know.
No. Your Phantom is far and
That's-
away the best thing on the streets, but it's...
Yeah, holy shit.
If you were to take a step down in price bracket, that's kind of what you're looking at.
1935 Phantom.
Chrysler 300? What is that doing here? So I'm assuming I'm in the car currently?
Yes. And
Okay.
I will allow you to decide who is driving you currently. Is it Ivan or Haruka?
You mean Ivan?
If you want to pronounce it Ivan, we can pronounce it Ivan. I don't think there's terribly many German men named Ivan, but we'll roll with this.
I mean, neither of them are German.
As the knock
yeah,
on the window happens, Ivan sort of turns to you from the driver's seat. Sir, anything you wish me to do?
Wait, so you're a German World War II veteran?
World War
World War
One.
One veteran.
Right, World War One. Never mind.
Big
Ah,
difference.
so he's not a Nazi, he's part of the axis of evil.
Even before it was the evil Germans.
Need to write.
Yeah, so you're not one of those people who attacked that mansion a few years back.
Oh, ha 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 ha.
That's a reference.
I guess I will. Is he on my side of the car? Is he on the other side?
We'll
I'll
say
roll
he's
down
on
my
your side
window.
of the car. All
I'll
right.
roll down my window. Hello. What can I do for you?
Do I
Guten,
pick up the accent?
guten Nacht.
Probably.
I'd be like, Guten Nacht as Zant switches to German.
Well, hang on. How much of your heritage is German?
Probably, 1/34.
Now, I will say, as your beast does resonate, you can clearly recognize that the one you are talking to is some sort of kindred.
As
Why
my
are you
eyes
just finding
narrow a
me?
little bit, as my eyes catch the moonlight a little, as Beast recognizes Beast. As I switch to German, I say, I don't believe I've seen you around before.
I've frequented the area subtly every now and then. I normally spend most of my time up north in the state.
In the state?
Yeah.
Nah.
Northern California.
Not SoCal.
I see you are the next bit of business that Mr. Fortier has to attend to, I suppose.
How so?
Please tell me what I'm doing here.
Well, I'm assuming if he invited you onto the property. He's a busy man after all. I'll put my hand in and be like, Mark Zantz.
Klaus von Blitterstuhl. I'll shake your hand.
Remember, no French.
You do remember your sire's, I guess, wishes for you, yes, Klaus?
More or less, yeah.
Okay.
And so I take it you're already well acquainted with the city?
I'm
Actually-
decently familiar.
Josh,
Why
as he
not?
introduces himself, can I get an intelligence politics roll at an 8?
I can do that.
And survivals. Dexterity.
3 successes.
3 successes. His name actually sounds somewhat familiar to you. Sort of beneath your social strata, but loud enough to make waves. There's been a, for lack of a better term, pundit amongst the Anarchs lately, more of a philosopher than an actual leader of any sort, by the name of Vincent Schroeder, that a lot of the younger vampires have been going to for advice or guidance or mostly rhetoric, operating as more of a modern-day Diogenes than anything else, yet still hopefully attributing something of merit to the revolution. You believe you've heard that name in the same breath. This might be his child, maybe?
Like, you're part of that, philosopher's circle. Do I recall what kind of, rhetoric is being passed around in that circle?
That's entirely up to Kyle. But I will tell you, it's sort of a niche interest in the city, and Schroeder himself only has about 3 dots of status, compared to your 5, tells you where on the political level he stands compared to you.
What a nerd.
He's a medium-sized fish in a slightly large pond.
What does that make
Mr.
us then?
Mr. Zantz, I believe you and I may have some similar interests in the goings-on about Los Angeles.
It's like, we don't want to see it turn into a burning shithole.
No,
A
no, we
burning
don't.
shithole.
Especially one that invites other people to come light it on fire.
Then perhaps we have something to talk about.
Would you like to go somewhere and chat?
Do you have any particular proclivities?
You shouldn't come to my library.
Not in particular.
50 Daestra.
I will try to think of somewhere to take him, while you may wish to jump to somebody else.
Fair enough. All right, Carlo Martino. You're sitting in the back of a very nice, I believe I said it was a Rolls Royce, as the most orgasmic feeling you've ever felt courses through your body, rippling through the ends of your fingers and back to your heart, making you feel almost, not quite, but almost alive again. As you look down, your cousin, Mauricio Giovanni, crumbles to ash. You catch the wide, frightened eyes of the ghoul driving in the front seat.
We the gold. Perfect.
He knows
Yes.
better than to interfere in the affairs of La Familia, and God knows what he's seen before this, but
He-
seems to be at odds of exactly what to do.
Look at me.
Sir,
I'm the head now.
is everything all right back there?
Now,
Like-
you work for me now.
Yeah, can I-
Just tear off your cousin's face and put it on you.
he's
Oh,
an actually
Yeah, that would look crazy. You wouldn't want to work with the person who just did that.
But I have a better. It's a good thing I have this power from when I start. We did I guess season 2 of this of a Mask of Death from the.
No, Adam, come on. Of everyone, I would have expected you to call this an arc.
Okay, the arc of season 2 from Corpse of Monster of the first dot of it, Mask of Death, which basically I can transform into a person that I know. It's on page
Interesting.
168.
No, it's fine. I'll let you roll with it.
But I don't know if I should save it. Is that you know what? Mine, you probably you saw
What
You're gonna have
a
to be-
clusterfuck that's just headed straight this way, and I love it. I savor it like a fine wine. Tell me, Adam, what will you do?
First, I want to use Dominate on the driver.
What level?
Like which one is the one word or like?
Is
Is
there
there-
one that you tell them to masturbate? Well,
Can I just? Is there one I just like? Because he can't kill himself. No. Driving
Can't
too
kill him.
far.
he can take a nap.
Well, first, I had this find out.
First, tell him to pull over.
Sleep.
Then take a nap.
I
Hey,
had to find out last week, but I can't remember what I had in mind.
Okay, what levels of dominate do you have?
I'm up to 3. Oh,
You-
yeah, 3.
Okay, I believe level 3 is, help me out here, Josh. That's a one-word command, a more direct command, or you can erase memories at that point, right?
Yeah, level 3 is erasing and altering memories.
there you go, Adam. Just it's like, hey, man, everything's
If you
cool
get enough
back here.
successes, you can just rewrite this man's whole life.
Oh, that's
I'd just be like, hey, man, it's all
You've
cool, but my cousin just gave me control of the entire family. Just like, cool.
yeah.
Remember that time I gave you a kidney? I mean, it wasn't
So-
my kidney.
Adam,
I attempt to.
unless you know something I don't, Mask of Death just makes you look like a corpse. It's not like Obfuscate 3.
No, you make him look like a corpse.
Oh, I'm dead.
The Xant's option, is that what we're calling it now?
What, making a cult?
No, I'm assuming Blixwaff is referring to the masturbate.
No,
Ah.
that's the Josh option.
Okay, that wasn't his idea. He just did that because it was funny.
No. The cult thing is the Josh option.
Okay.
It's a classic.
A cult classic. God, we're fucking hilarious.
I never met that.
This is a good joke.
And that won't work.
Okay, what does Carlo want to do? Talk to me. We'll walk through this together.
I'll just dominate and attempt to erase his memory.
Okay,
What are you gonna put there instead?
let's find out.
Yeah.
I believe that's a
Almost like
manipulation intimidation roll.
I have a lot of manipulation, but. As
So
you
if
know,
he cries while he dominates, does his bonus apply? Please believe me. Adam, your character's wacky.
What?
And that's why he's a fan favorite.
Do you know how much joy you have brought people? Just by being yourself, Adam. That not many people can say that, but you can, and I think you should be proud.
Mr. Rogers would tell you the same thing, Adam.
He would like you just the way you are.
Valerno says wit subterfuge. Let's go with him because I tend to trust people more than myself.
Then again, with subterfuge are not words I associate with Carlo.
Yeah. It is wits plus subterfuge for Dominate 3. Player states what sort of alteration he wants to perform, then rolls wit subterfuge. Difficulty equal to the target's current willpower points. Let's call it a 5. I feel like most ghouls being addicts probably have around 5. That tends to be my go-to number, but you guys usually tend to dominate like ghouls and druggies and prostitutes and stuff, so I feel like they've been eroded.
Actually, because I have less dice.
Is
There's always willpower.
See in the chat?
There's always willpower.
Yes.
Are they using the rules for Malks that were introduced with the Great Prank or Dominant or? Okay, so I gave Kyle the option, whether he wanted to be Dominate or Dementation. I think you eventually went with Dementation, but I fronted him some extra XP to like basically the floor to catch him up with these guys. So he ended up buying Dominate as a separate discipline anyway, which is common enough that I was. Klaus has been a vampire for 20, 30-ish years at this point, so I was reasonably all right with the idea that he could have found a teacher for it. So he's got both.
Dementation is fun.
With the 2 successes with the difficulty 5. Ooh, that's bad.
You may remove, but not alter, memory permanently.
Okay,
So you
just
can
like,
neuralize this guy, but you can't put anything back. He just forgets for a while.
but see, the wonderful thing about the brain is you can just use suggestion. I'll be like, I guess.
You've
'Cause your
never
brain is
played
stupid.
games where dementation is allowed. I feel bad for you, Tao. Of all of the disciplines in this game, I would say dementation's probably one of the least broken. It's just fun.
Yeah.
It's probably because the storyteller is just like, I don't want you messing with my NPCs.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things to it. If he, depending on the time frame the Chronicle was set, if they weren't Sabbat, most Malkavians don't have access to dementation. For instance, Kyle being a dementation Malkavian implies a little bit of Sabbat blood somewhere in his line, but that doesn't necessarily apply to his character unless he wants it to.
That's right. Your blood doesn't define who you are, people.
Unless you're watching Star Wars.
I mean, you're absolutely right, Tao. It was the Malkavian anti-tribute discipline until revised. So I guess if... There are some STs that are very, very purist, and for some reason gravitate towards 2nd edition. I kind of understand that, but... I don't know, I guess my love for the metaplot is greater than my love for purity. I don't know. But for whatever it's worth, and I've said this before, I do think that Dominate Malkavians are superior to Dementation Malkavians. And it's not even a mechanical thing. I say that because you have a complete lunatic that can share his lunacy with you. That's scary. You have a complete lunatic that can make you his slave and make you do whatever he wants against your will. That's nightmare fuel. But that's just my personal preference.
Oh, okay, hang on. What's worse? Working for Joker or being infected by Joker?
That's Batman.
Well,
Or
that's
what
a fair
if-
point. All right, Adam. So
Or
what
both.
are you going to strip out of this guy's memory?
How far can I go back, Chaz? The rules are yes, become into a baby.
I assume the
With 1 success, you can remove a single memory for at least that only lasts 1 day.
Okay.
I assume a memory is like a scene in terms of like timing.
No, that's 4 successes. May
Well, you
alter
do
or
have-
remove entire scene.
What? So how small is a memory?
Well, let's negotiate, Adam. What do you want to pull from this guy's mind?
Like I kind of like just like the vision of seeing me into it, like the whole, like just have still I don't know how to I guess like just him driving, like just him picking it.
He never got into the car.
Him picking us
The
up pretty
car
much.
died 20 years ago.
Yeah. Like him picking us up pretty much.
That's a scene. That's a
3
scene.
dots.
He's gonna
That's a
remember you being in the car, but I will allow you to pull from his memory you diablerizing Mauricio, I will consider that one memory if you wish.
How's it like? Oh, what were you just turned to ash? What happened, or what excuse would I?
You don't know, do you? Is that so?
Or can I just do dominate like multiple times?
Dominate again. Just keep dominating and get rid of all of his memories. Easy.
Yeah. This time dominate. This cheese. This.
Okay, Adam.
Because I did a big.
So.
Yeah.
So what we are currently discussing goes a little bit beyond the rules as written and more of what is in the spirit of Vampire the Masquerade. In the words of Martin Erickson, White Wolf found that it was the discussion that was important. So let's find out how much of a horrible monster you really are. Without any regard for dice rolls or time taken, what do you want to do to this guy?
I wanted to forget like the whole anything that would tie me to killing my cousin if possible.
Okay. All right. What's up?
I was gonna say what might be fun is obviously Carlo's gonna realize like, oh fuck, I can only take one memory. And then if you keep trying to dominate him and just see how a few dice rolls turn out, just narratively figure out how Carlo is fucking up this man in the head.
Is this another?
Let's do another wit subterfuge just for fun. Just for fun, we'll see what happens.
How clever is Carlo Martino?
Start crying.
Torch this vehicle in the park and blame it on Murphy or the werewolf.
Plan is like to. Oh, he just blew up the car somehow. Sorry.
He just the fucking car blew up, dude. You don't remember?
Jesus
I don't
Christ.
remember. Like, I saved you, man. You were in a burning fire. I don't know what happened to that guy.
You're in a burning fire, as opposed to those other fires.
I got 2 successes this time. Without
Okay.
willpower. I rolled the dice.
Let's fold time a little bit. As the scene fades back in, the car has turned off of the main roads. The engine is silent. The car waits in the shadows of an alley.
Alley.
Carlo, you stand before this man as he sort of like blinks, comes to, and he starts looking around. Where am I? What happened? Carlo? You're that Carlo guy, right? Why am I out here?
We were making love.
You remember, my cousin just wanted to go for a walk, and then he just left, man.
What fucking explanation?
You know, he went for a walk. You know, the kinds you don't really come back from.
Mr. Giovanni went for a walk, but why? He usually has me taking places. That's my job.
All right, Adam, come on, you gotta spin this.
Yeah.
You have to A, make him believe that he just disappeared, and B, kind of left you in charge, because otherwise you're just gonna sit here all night while he waits.
There is another option, Carlo. This is
Dominate him.
This is a ghoul.
Yeah.
You have what every ghoul wants.
This sucks.
Oh, yeah.
Make him a vampire.
You thought it was a promotion.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you have to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I was just saying you could just give him blood and make him your ghoul. That's the easy way. But if you want to play this on the down low, we'll keep going. So, wait. So if Mr. Giovanni went for a walk, how did I get out here? I was in the kitchen just now. Where the hell am I? He sort of starts storming out of the alley to go look for a street sign.
You get up the car, or?
You guys were outside of the car talking.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming that off screen there was a whole lot of you holding his head and just dominate.
I thought I was like looking at him like through the rearview mirror or something because he saw the whole act. That's what my perception of it was.
Originally, and then we folded time.
Okay.
You got demontated, Adam.
Now, while you think about that, let's go to Jabril for a second. Jabril, what are you doing right now?
Oh, what was I doing last time? I talked to my master, and he was just like, "Yo, I'm tired of this shit." And he left a decision to me.
If memory serves, the last thing that Jabril told you was a bit of a warning regarding Mark Zantz. For now, your goals seem to align, however. Goals, specifically among the Vendru, can shift at any moment.
Yeah.
And that was the decision he left to you as far as what to do regarding that. Zantz represents an unprecedented opportunity for change. Whether that change is for better or for worse, well, only time will tell.
We can't stop change. We can adapt or die.
I'm relatively benevolent for a Ventrue.
I mean, yeah, you're a kick-ass Ventrue, but see, that's the thing, is that everybody else in the world of Vampire is used to dealing with other Ventrue, who are not.
And also, how long before you're not the kick-ass Ventrue?
About 48 more hours.
No, vampires absolutely can become wraiths. In fact, it was used as a one of the original ads for Wraith, if I can remember which book I have it in. Xavier, you roleplay. I'm going to look for something, and I'll be listening. So, what do you want to do?
Well, I suppose the nightly routine is to
Do your
see
yoga.
the- See, yeah, well, yeah, get the suck. Oh God, I need the suck.
The hell's that?
Yeah, I need to get the suck from the herd because
Did you heard this year's?
and then hit up this year's, and then I gotta, I guess, look at the I don't know what we have as far as a thing that people post to if they need help. A job board. It's weird. I want to go up to press A on the notice board.
Okay, so we're moving a little bit fast here. So, when you say you get the suck from the herd, are you talking about your homeless militia that you've contracted to watch?
No. The
people of the Spiritual Enlightenment Center.
Yeah, no, the ones that are in the know or don't care.
Okay.
They feel good and they feel better.
So tell me about this, because this is the first time your herd has come up in the narrative.
It's popped up. I had it at the very beginning, but I couldn't justify the dots because I was new.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, they are. I guess people that we've helped in the past, and so their blood is payment. Because obviously, if you come to us, probably don't have a lot of money.
Then pay with your blood.
Basically.
Okay. So who do you visit tonight?
How much is 2 dots of a herd?
Josh, I think you're a herd guy, aren't you?
I have
You're a
like
rancher.
I think I have 3 dots. I don't think two. I think 2 might be like 2 people.
I thought it was quadratic.
Yeah, it's like it goes more. It's like it's higher and higher. Does that have two? But I haven't used them in forever.
God damn it!
I keep doing. Don't know.
Yeah, I think 2 dots is 5 people.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
7 vessels.
7? Huh?
7. Da.
You can basically.
Well, it looks like I'm gonna make a couple stops today.
Make everybody happy.
Make everyone happy. All right. Who would be desperate? No money. I'm gonna say the first stop is a single Latino mom in my area.
A single Latino mom in your area, okay?
I think I've seen ads for this.
This game will make you come in 5 seconds. Is the next one?
And what do you believe she came to you regarding?
She came to us regarding her son that was getting mixed up with some very bad people, and she didn't know how to help him.
What, the Zoot Suits?
Hey, man. Bad people have been around as long as people have been around. Yeah.
I have a fuck ton of old vampire books, you guys. It's pretty cool. I'm not complaining.
And
You're bragging. She did not.
I don't mean to flex, but I got so many vampires books.
Hashtag humble brag.
I'm just trying to find that ad because I know I'm not crazy and I've seen it.
Wait, the Latina moms in your area? Yeah,
Yes,
I think we've all seen those.
I get Russian for some reason. They're like, I'm not. What are you doing?
Okay. Do I have New Orleans by Night? I actually don't have a physical copy of that, although that very well could have been the one I've seen because I might have that in PDF. Alright, Xavier. He says storytelling without looking, because he's just that good. Here we go! I found it! This particular one I was thinking of is in the Dark Ages Companion. It looks like that. He's slain your loyal ghouls, driven off your noble allies, laid waste to your domains, and he staked you out as a gift to the sun. His Majesty the Prince thinks you are no more. He's dead wrong. Wraith the Oblivion. Yes. Vampires can become wraiths so hard it was used as marketing.
Okay, but like, what if the guy who killed you was Giovanni?
I did not pause 3 times in a row to flex. I paused 3 times in a row to stop dead air. Dual wielding techniques. Anyway, you arrive on the doorstep of this woman. It's an apartment painted in earth tones. Somewhat dilapidated, the paint has been peeling off the walls in shallow curves. Lights flicker, punctuating the darkness. You remember the first time you were here. Staking out the woman's son not too long ago. Following him. Watching, waiting. The beast enjoyed that. Maybe a little too much. What would you like to do?
Knock knock. I don't really want to ring the doorbell this late.
Do it. Ring the doorbell.
I'm not a monster. If you ring
Think
the
by
doorbell
definition-
past 9 o'clock, you should go to hell. Or jail. I don't care. Just get the hell away from my house.
You knock on the door,
What about pizza?
and a moment later, there's an answer. It swings open. The woman looks a good deal more rough than the last time you saw her, a good deal more aged. There's more gray in her hair. A few more wrinkles, the skin just doesn't cling as taut. There's fear in her eyes as she looks you up and down. She recognizes you. Behind the fear may be some sort of resignation. She knew this was coming.
You for the fucking hanged man?
I like to think that maybe like some people hear about this, like, and you pay with your blood, they're like, oh shit, are they gonna kill me? And they're just like, nah, I just like nibble on you for a little bit. Oh, thank God!
The best loan sharks.
The best loan sharks. You know, we're really a community. I'll say, good evening, madam.
It's you. I know what you're here for.
Yes, it is. A time for payment.
She sort of nods, turning away from the door to let you in.
I walk in.
And then you walk out.
So how is this typically done?
Simply get comfortable. It shouldn't take more than a few moments.
This is sounding great.
She looks back and forth, up into the hallway. Beneath the doors, you can see there's light on in some of the rooms. But when she's reasonably assured that you won't be disturbed, she takes a seat in an old ratty armchair, leans back, closes her eyes and waits.
And I give her the suck.
How
Oh,
many
good
blood
news,
points
guys.
do you have
Windows
currently?
Defender did not find any threats in my system.
How many do I have currently?
Yes.
At the end of the last time, I had 2.
2. So you currently have 2 points of blood in your entire system.
Yeah. Or how many did I get from the Diablerie?
Who'd you diablerize?
Fucking what's his face?
Jake the Snake?
Not. Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Him. Roll a d10.
1, 1, 1, 1.
Oh. I got 3.
There you go.
Okay. So I'm at 4.
Jabril drank the rake from the Game of Nines in the battle with the werewolves. He diablerized that guy. I forgot about that too. Yeah,
I
see,
know,
Valernos knows where I was going with this. He knows what's up. How's your self-control right now?
My self-control's at 4. Wait, I don't have self-control. I got conscience and instinct.
You got no control.
No self-control. Got 10 willpower though.
Wait, do you mean conscience and courage?
No, conscience and instinct.
Oh, so you have no courage.
No, because because your virtues. Do you have like a different sheet? Because you can have conscience or conviction.
I know. I know, nerd.
I have conscience and instinct. So I guess I have no self-control. But I do have 10 willpower.
Yeah, if he only had two blood points, if he was on instinct, this would have been a this would have been a different conversation. But with 4 points of blood, I think, if memory serves, it's been a while since I've read it cover to cover, but I'm pretty sure hungry is at 3. So if he's over 3, I'm willing to say that he can skate by on this. Auto frenzy with instinct, yeah, but see, that's the thing. Do I, as the storyteller, feel like he would frenzy right now? 4 points of blood.
If this was V5, probably.
You'd
I'm
go,
hungry.
you'd go ultra instinct.
Oh, I don't have humanity.
My understanding is that it's 3. I want to say I read that in V20 somewhere. I can't call to mind a page number, but that's what I'm going to run with. 9 minus humanity is interesting, however. We'll
yeah,
earmark
what if
that.
I don't have humanity? Also, the computer. Give me a sec.
Bottom line is ST says he's good. So.
Yeah, I'll just take 3.
All right, you can take your 3. She's going to be a little woozy. She might not get up from the chair right away. Might even slide into a fitful sleep by the time you're done. But she'll be okay. You're able to pull back the beast a little bit. You're able to put the collar, throw it back in its cage.
No, it's just a pupper.
And you've taken another night of
okay.
sustenance.
Got a
Tom,
little
we'll go to you.
up in rear.
Previously, when we spoke with Byrak Ash, you had convinced a young priest of the local mission to let you into the area where they've been acting as a museum for old artifacts of the Cristero War in Mexico.
And that this place has been haunted.
Yes,
By
he
some
warned you
boogity
about
boogity.
La Fantasma.
I have dominate?
You've diablerized a lot of people.
Like, oh my god, I can tell people what to do?
Without a gun?
Man, it'll be so useful at telling people to get the hell out.
But see, that's the eternal question. Is the supernatural power more useful, or is the giant fucking Lottie on your back more useful?
I don't know which one's more useful. I know which one's more fun, though.
He asked us politely to refer to the one-sided die. I've never quite heard it put that way before, but...
Just shake it up for him.
So the young priest will sort of lead you to the area where the Cristero artifacts are being housed. He opens the door, and as the slant of light makes its way in, you can see a number of different artifacts lovingly preserved behind glass cases, stands and displays, and for a second it strikes a chord somewhere deep inside. You remember this, maybe even fondly. The night you returned, you were working at a museum in Montreal. Used to care for artifacts just like this once upon a time. How do you feel looking upon them now?
Think about it. Are we all transplants? Are none of us natives to LA?
Carlo is.
Oh, Carlo's a native LA.
Carlo is. Murphy was.
That explains so much.
The Italians are the first ones.
The two craziest fucks in the Coterie are both native to the city. Barring the literal crazy man from Germany.
What?
And so far, he seems more sensible.
Then who?
What are we waiting on?
Oh, I assume these are against or behind displays.
Yes.
Hmm. Well, it absolutely is a walk down memory lane.
Thanks,
Sure.
Tao. I appreciate it. I'm sorry, go ahead.
To remember such innocent days. Naivety.
What an interesting way to look at it. The priest will sort of nod as he sees you taking the artifacts.
Putting them in my pocket and leaving.
I
Okay,
suppose
thanks,
I'll
bye.
leave you to your business then. I'll be out here if you need me.
Very well. I will start putting my gloves on.
Bring me my long rubber glove.
He will sort of shut the door behind you. Do you look for a light switch, or do you stay in the abject darkness?
I'll look for a light switch.
You find one on the door. It's not terribly hard to find. It clicks on. The light is not terribly powerful. These are priests. They do tend to live rather cheaply, and a wan yellow light casts itself across the room.
That's more preferable. So what exactly are these artifacts then?
So these artifacts are artifacts from a war called the Cristero Revolution that happened in Mexico in the 20s. So about 20, 30 years ago by your reckoning. It was a sort of a religious revolution in that the government of Mexico was tending to lean more secular, and the inhabitants, being a largely Catholic nation, rose up and rebelled against it, which largely did push the culture of Mexico back into its religion. And sort of to honor that, the mission here has decided to house some of the artifacts of that war to honor that heritage. So as you look around, you might see guns, bullets, flags, uniforms, things that they wore, very, very grainy black and white pictures of what essentially looks like Mexican Minutemen standing with whatever gear and equipment they could scrape together. Do you have Auspex?
I do not.
Okay.
Are you sure? Look at the
Are
Did
you
want
sure
to
you
double
have
check?
somebody with Auspics?
Did you check the back of your sheet?
It'd be so
Thanks.
goddamn funny if you did, Tom, and it was there.
Oh,
I have it, but I don't have a in it.
I've eaten enough Toreadors to have 4 dots of Auspex.
I do have a lot of disciplines that I just don't have dots in. Like Serpentis.
You can
That-
see that a number of the displays have been broken, which tends to track with some information that you received earlier in the Chronicle that the collection was vandalized. In fact, you found a Cristero flag draped over a dead ghoul in the desert that you found.
Ah. So then, the broken displays then, what's in there? If there's anything.
Well, there's nothing yet, mostly just some, empty cushion. But the bronze placards still remain, and you can tell that some of the broken ones, there used to be a folded-up flag of the Cristeros, and behind it there's a sort of black and white picture of soldiers holding it up. And it, I believe, if memory serves, the Cristero flag had it looked a lot like the Italian flag, with a image of the Virgin de Guadalupe, and Spanish writing, I think something like Jesucristo vive or something. It's in my notes. I can't be bothered to check because laziness. But you can see that there's a gun missing, and several bullets.
So there's a gun missing, a flag missing.
Yes. Now the flag, you know, who the fuck did we lose? God damn it, Xavier.
I am now Xavier.
Oh, quick, Adam. Make Adam decisions as Xavier.
I shall diablerize all the. I heard. And the diablerize. No.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Xavier Hurt's gone.
I don't know what happened. I'm fucking cameras.
Yeah, it's not on you. It's my fucking my Discord. Just like, ugh, why are you doing this and Twitch at the same time?
Just use your phone for Twitch.
Okay, I'm me, and Adam is Xavier, and Josh is Josh, and Kyle is Kyle. Then
I was
who
in two
am
places.
Xavier?
Xavier is black now.
Corridor hand whore hook hand.
Oh, I'm Goku.
Whatever. His camera's not working anyway, so that's as good as his Discord sign.
I'm trying this. Actually, I'll get back to that.
Okay. So what are you doing right now, Byrick?
Well, I was looking at the missing displays, connecting the
there it is.
dots. Fortunately, right now, I don't know what the old now Xavier's Adam.
Fixed.
Damn.
Anyway, you said there was missing bullets. Unfortunately, I don't really have a comparison to the shells that we found by the flag that we stumbled upon.
If only you had eidetic memory.
Well, I mean, I don't have anything to compare those that we found to here.
Eidetic memory is what I meant.
I thought that's what you said.
No, I said deidetic.
Oh,
Diabetic memory.
diabetic memory.
My brain needs sugar, but it doesn't. No, it's not the same. Yeah.
Well, in the meantime, I forget, do vampires like have a sense of supernatural awareness?
Kind
I
of.
don't think they do innately. They can
If you
recognize
have
when a
awareness.
vampire is a vampire, but they might start feeling some hair on the back of their neck. So, what are you trying to do? Awareness, kind of.
Awareness is like a sixth sense. But what I was asking about is like, do they have that just innately, where it's like there's something supernatural here?
Do they have magic sense?
Yeah, I don't think so. That's something they necessarily have.
Unless you're a Tremere.
But I will actually. That's a good point, though. And you can thank the audience for this. I will give you a perception awareness roll. Do you have that on this character? I can never remember which character has which.
I have both.
Okay.
You said perception and awareness.
Uh-huh.
Boop, boop.
Auspex can do it, which is one of the reasons I was asking if he was here. Or if he had it.
That's a 3 successes, Ghost Rider.
You can't necessarily explain why, but you are suddenly overcome with a sensation that you are not alone in this room.
What is the most religious iconography in this room right now?
Oh, there's probably a couple, like a collection of rosaries hidden under glass.
I'll go check those out then. Oh, actually, is there any like old text?
Sure, there's probably like a Bible or two.
The sacred text.
Hmm. But there is someone in my head. Okay, I want to check out that Bible then.
Okay. So again, it's very old. The pages are yellowed, and it's not of terribly great construction to begin with. It looks like it was absolutely just made by a layperson. It's currently protected under a swinging glass display. How do you want to get to it?
A swinging glass display.
Yeah, like it hinged.
Oh, okay.
It's just yay.
There's nobody else in the room with him? They're not gonna believe it.
I assume it has a lock then.
Yep.
You're going to attempt to pick the lock?
I guess I could. 1950s locks were not very good.
Man, have you seen the fucking lock picking lawyer? Locks today aren't very good.
Were they ever go?
Were
They
they
ever-
ever good?
So I do want to attempt to try to open the lock.
Okay. Do you have larceny?
Oh shit. No.
Well,
Well.
first of all, thank you for at least asking me if you could jimmy the lock before running a flaming car into it. Picking
That's a good idea.
But, Tom, seeing as you have no larceny and it's probably bound to fail, you have your next choice.
I'll go get the
Instant
fucking
inter-
priest's hand and use it on the identifier.
Your guns?
the ultimate lockpick and elephant gun. That's kind of what I was waiting for. It would be exceptionally loud.
I have
Pull
the
a Nathan
power of
explosion.
God.
Just pull a Nathan explosion and slowly press your face up against the glass until it presses through.
At the foods library.
Yes.
I will tell you, it doesn't appear like there's any sort of security system here whatsoever. So,
Well, I
if you
figure
could,
after you describing the light.
yeah.
Happened?
We lost Sky.
I assume that nice.
Here he is.
That is just like a little rinky-dink, like master lock-esque type of thing,
Sure.
where just a little. I want to try to like force it open
Okay.
with my hands.
Do you have potence?
What in the hell is that?
Let's do either a. I'll give you. Well, let's do strength athletics or dex athletics. You can choose. And if you elect for dex, do not forget to add your celerity.
Then I guess I should use Dex if I'm just gonna be honest here.
What if you're not going to be honest?
Oh well,
Then
then I have
strength it.
10 dots in both of them.
Oh, okay. Well, shit. I think your dice pull a 20 beats of difficulty.
And I'll use stamina. It'll outlast the lock.
Oh, right. Celerity.
I'll outlast the log.
Leave it to rest.
Okay, I got 3 successes.
Thank you for following. It flashed a little too quick for me to see who it was. I think it was Marcos Alarum. Well, thank you.
Yo. Now you'll be able to know when we're, saying a bunch of stupid shit.
Which is most of the time.
All right.
But live.
So you place your hands and you're sort of able to wiggle it, jimmy the lock a little bit. It opens with a pop. And as the lock gives way, there is a voice that says, "Does Byrick understand Spanish?"
Maybe a cursory amount, but I wouldn't say he's fluent in it.
So, like, you can order at a restaurant and be really cool for the first 5 minutes.
Then we'll keep this easy on both of us, as this one would be multilingual. And you hear a voice that says, "Well, at least you seem to be a great deal more literate than the last thief." And we go back to Mark Zantz and Klaus von Blittersdorf.
He's like voice in my head again.
No, that was...
I know.
Disappointed it didn't go for like the buenas noches fuckboy.
So I'm trying this banana bread beer.
That actually
Not
sounds
bad.
rather interesting. How is it?
Not
I've
bad.
had that one.
The
If I'm
Eagle?
thinking it's the same one. Which one?
The Eagle brand?
I believe so. I like that one.
Yeah.
I am drinking a peach soju.
Ooh,
There it
ooh.
is.
We are dropping frames like a novice juggler. I'm sorry if we hiccuped there on Twitch.
I don't understand the reference to a novice juggler, though.
We were dropping frames.
Dropping.
Okay, I see now.
I mean,
Makes-
you know, jugglers take practice, right? Like, they're not.
But like imagine like a picture like this frames like
No,
But-
I'm normally the one who will call Adam out on this one. I get what he's saying though.
I don't understand the pun there.
Okay,
And now I
fair
get
enough.
it.
I understand the confusion. And I
That's too
apologize.
big of a brain for me, Chaz. That's it.
I would have gone with a novice.
Galaxy brain.
You could have gone with a novice art thief.
Ooh, see, that would have been better. Time and again, you proved to me that I am not the smartest member of CAFCON. But I like to think I have a fair amount of charisma to pull off S tier.
Daestra, that'd be true. Texas sucks at internet.
So we're so big.
You can't get into all of
Yeah,
us.
other smaller states have to, like, every state gets the same amount of internet, right? But spread out across your whole state. So, like, bumfuck northern states, they get all the good internet they want, but we have to, like, we have to stretch out all of our internet.
But it's just that the Ethernet cables are stretched out so far, it takes the data longer to travel.
It's one thing you gotta sacrifice.
For having the best chili in the 50.
Best chili,
ain't
best,
supposed to have beans.
best.
But I like beans in my chili.
I like beans.
I do.
Beans are dope.
Traditional Texas chili, though, technically does not have beans in it.
Good.
Yeah, but we're Southwest.
Yeah, we're West Texas. We're the better part.
The Frijole Lords.
Why was that? I don't know why that was funny, but that was funny. Anyway, so back to Klaus and Mark.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be taking
I think I'm
Klaus.
making a new roll.
Oh, what Frijole Lord? Just
Ooh,
make
Blake
all-
Swaffa knows about Skyline. Ah, I miss Skyline.
Ha!
Oh.
You think I don't have cans of Skyline?
Every time we go to the Midwest, we just buy a case of Skyline.
I have legitimately 24 cans of Skyline.
I
And you
think
might be asking yourself, Xavier, why? Well, everyone in here knows damn well why.
I think we bring home more chili from Gen Con than we do RPG material.
Skyline's dope.
I had it once.
It makes a damn good dip. But as I was about to say, I'm going to be taking Klaus to the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Interesting. Okay.
AKA where all of the really, really rich people in LA hang out. That's where Howard Hughes allegedly used to hang out. and order roast beef sandwiches, as well as famous celebrities and musicians.
Okay, so you don't need me for this. Why don't you go ahead and set the scene? Let us know where you are, what we are seeing, and what you're talking about.
Oh, shit.
So, would Klaus like to go in my car, or is he going to have his own driver drive him?
Maybe we'll follow behind you.
All right.
Yeah,
So
fuck it.
what
Show faith. I'll hop in your ride.
All right.
Like, is that German?
So I'll kind of just silently be aesthetically looking out on the bleak noir LA 1950s, looking like an old black and white film in some sense, as the small amount of color on the horizon starts to slowly pierce into our gazes. That lovely fluorescent bright, almost neon pink building with the cursive letters. It says the Beverly Hills Hotel, just marked by palm trees as we start driving up. Obviously, there's no used cars here, it's all new cars. There's people being chauffeured, dropped off at the front, which is exactly how we're going to be rolling up into that.
Do you have your valet, does he park the car? Does he wait? Does he circle the block? What are your
I'll have him
instructions?
park the car.
Alright, you step out before the hotel. Klaus, Ivan has likely been following very closely behind you this whole way.
Mm-hmm.
Joss, how's your perception alertness?
Pretty decent.
Well,
As in, okay.
how many dots do you have?
I said decent, but I should say poor. I have 3 dots.
3 dots. Okay, you probably haven't noticed.
Well, so like, tell me, Klaus, have you ever been?
To this hotel? No, I can't say that I have.
For somebody of my particular palate, it's sometimes the only place you can get a decent bite to eat. And if you ever
Understood.
need to make connections with the real mortals who live and run in this city, it's a good place to get admittance to.
It's a solid place to start now that I'm here in LA. Shall we?
After you, I say.
You step into the palatial lobby of the Beverly Hills Hotel. Crystal chandeliers throwing light across pristine reflective tile that might as well be as good as a mirror as your footsteps resound over the top of it. So what have you, the two of you, to speak of?
Talk about titties.
Tiggle bitties.
Just be like, oh my god, is that Frank Sinatra? No.
Well, it's mirrors to the left of noise slightly bigger than the right, or
The women these days, they're so buxom.
Trying to remember, there's a main lounge that we could go to. I'm just trying to remember what the name of it is.
You know, we don't have to. We're not writing a history book on the place. It's fine.
Let's just call it the Bunny Bar.
find a nice place to sit. Out of the
The
way.
Ram Ranch.
The Ram Ranch.
So, let me kind of explain my intentions here. Ideally, in situations like this, I'd kind of like to fade into the background and let the characters guide and decide what you guys are doing. So that's why I'm kind of trying to be hands-off on the scene, but I'm also trying to guide as it seems appropriate. So, Kyle, your character has a, shall we say, a specific goal in this situation. My advice to you is don't be afraid to pursue it.
Okay. So, Mr. Zantz.
Are you speaking English or German?
English?
Spanish.
Why not?
Hey, like, do you really want to be speaking German right now?
It's the 50s.
I mean,
People are over
they're
it.
more afraid of the Russians than the Germans at this point. Like, Germans, we beat them. It seems you find yourself sitting on one side of a large political battle that's taking place in front of you. Maybe less a battle and more dispute, but I mean, the consequences that will lead forward will be much more dire, depending on how things go.
See, you've already started to get a solid grasp of the politics within the city.
Here.
The meeting earlier certainly showed the major sides between the two sort of thoughts or philosophies of the kindred.
We all have plans. And we play a little more than poker. We don't all like to show our hands. If anything, we're playing a much bigger game called the Jihad, as my sire liked to call it.
Well,
I am not a fan of restrictions or limitations. I don't necessarily believe that those should be set upon others either. But the fact of the matter is, in this city, if some semblance of order is not established, organizations such as the Camarilla or the Sabbat are just going to move back in here and try to put collars on all of us again.
That's a fair point. Let alone if people have absolutely no sort of reason to reel anything back in. Who knows what other manner of things will show up? Hunters, wolves.
Hunting wolves.
Hunting. The consequences could be far more dire than people realize.
Werewolf hunters. One messenger was just like, you know what? I want to see what will happen.
That's why I would like to.
I got that. I don't think a lot of people understood what you were talking about, but I got that.
That's why I'd like to lend you my aid, as it were, to help bring about some establishment of order that can be both fair but existent, to try and keep what little paradise you're building here from being crushed by Camarilla, the Sabbat, or even some other beastie lurking in the night.
Well, I can assure you that the werewolves aren't necessarily the biggest of our problems. I have quite good relationships with them, actually. Friendly with the Wookiees, I am.
I'm still not always keen on trusting wolves.
I understand it is difficult to get them to think that you're not what they assume you are. They speak of a smell, of a stench, although I assume it's more of a spiritual matter than a literal one. But regardless, I'm always willing to hear out a
I'm not
potential
smelly.
business
I bathe all
prospect.
the time.
Exactly what is this help that you're offering?
Any assistance I can really come to mind, my arm in a fight, my thoughts on a matter, or even just more outward connections.
What are your attributes?
Or if you're just looking for a friend.
Thoughts I tend to generate on my own, and muscle, I believe, is left best to the Assamite and the strange one in my group.
Yes, I made in the community.
But I do know that you have at least a small circle of influence amongst some of the younger anarchs. At least
That's
from what
true.
I've heard, your sire does.
Yes,
If there's Oh, go ahead.
Herr Stroden he's a good fellow. He's interesting to say the least. But he's kind of heartwarming once you get to know him. As warm as you can really get.
It must be nice having a good relationship with your sire. I don't actually say out loud.
And we're all over here just like, ugh, fuck our sires.
I hate my dad.
I wish I was never born.
I wish I was never born into this family.
But let's just say I can be useful in thinking outside the box.
I do suppose that is a valuable asset. I try not to limit myself to only the manner of thinking I've come to accept. But if you could potentially, you or your sire, influence some of the more foolish members amongst our kind into understanding the necessity for at least a small semblance of order, that would be invaluable.
I'd be
And
happy.
I believe this lines up already with where you're trying to do.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I cut you off there.
No, you're good.
I just want to point out how much I love like the anime style debates going on in the chat right now. When is Jabril gonna fight Byrick? They both technically fought Murphy. I love it. I love it. You guys are great.
Right. So, Mr. Zantz, aside from just the general spread of influence, like my mentor and I, we would probably have more of a sphere slightly to the north of here. But what else would you might need done? So let's face it, in this town, you are more of a puppet master than any. There's no shame in that.
I mean, Yusuf, do you really want to be banned?
No, he's asking you to ban Xavier, duh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And wait for it. Wait for it.
Oh, wrong button.
Oh, thank you.
Wrong button. Oh, sorry, Adam.
I'm not even on,
The ban Adam button.
I'm not even on the stream, the Switch.
Adam, are you playing your goddamn Switch right now?
He's playing-
No.
Are you playing Pokemon? Or are you playing fucking Animal Crossing?
That's for you to find out. Yeah. Would you like to know? Yeah.
I will tell Klaus von Blittersdorf that any sort of order or semblance you can establish within this city is going to be a boon, not necessarily just to you, but to every domain adjacent to it. Right now, the city is run by roving gangs. Even if McNeil is willing to take up the barony, as Mr. Fortier has decided to call it, people are still going to have to mark out their own sections of this city.
It's
Well,
definitely
congratulations, an imperfect regicide.
Oh wow,
So,
congratulations. Way to go.
Go. Yes, I will do my best in helping our fellow vampires here. What's it? Come to the idea themselves that falling in line is probably better for them.
Let's just go dominate everybody.
Right?
You know what? Just fuck it. I don't want to deal with people. Just dominate them.
Apocalyptic form.
Give me a really nice feeling that they should listen to us. Well, Mr. Sands, I look forward to building this relationship.
Gay.
As do I.
Only on Tuesdays.
Oh no, Talon Queen. Twist in the story.
Honestly, I was wondering that too, but I didn't want to say anything, so I didn't. But, I mean, as long as you're cool with saying it, then we're good. Adam, what are you doing in an alley with this strange man? I like how you immediately lick your lips.
But those were dry.
But honestly, congrats, dude. It's weird. Like, I'm happy for you, but since I've never wanted I don't want kids myself, I don't want to call it an honor per se. But go you is the general sentiment I'm putting in your direction. Sorry.
Oh. Did audio cut out?
I couldn't
Nope.
hear you. Were you speaking?
Yeah, no. There you go. Okay. Oh, yeah.
So he comes back from the street. Oh man, this is bad. This is bad. I need to get back to the house. I gotta find Mr. Giovanni. We gotta figure out where he went. Do you know where he went?
Don't read again, Adams. Be like, listen to me. I'm Mr. Giovanni now.
You know what my last name is? Carlo Giovanni.
What?
You've been played all this time.
You know what's fucking fantastic? Is that... Do you guys remember when I was tossing around the idea of running the cyberpunk vampire?
Mm-hmm.
There is a canonical Carlo Giovanni. And I didn't headcanon it per se, that the two were one and the same. But it did seem to be a delightful turn of events, should that be so. So let's see where this goes.
You become the first cyberpunk vampire. No. Don't worry.
I kind of, to sincerely answer that question, Yusuf, I kind of want to run like regular cyberpunk with these guys first, so they can sort of get a feel for that world before we put the veneer of vampire over top of it.
Okay, but can I customize how big my genitals are?
I feel like that's implicit, Tom. Are you asking for like a 5 dots in genitals sort of deal? Because the character sheet supports this. You can write
a monster dong.
No. All you have to do, you turn over the character sheet. There's that section for other traits. Just write genitals, and you can put as many dots as you want.
But we have to roll for it though. That's cheating, yeah.
No, I want to put points into my genitals, and I want it to like punch through the fucking wall.
I want someone to isolate the audio of Xavier saying he wants points into his genitals.
I want points in my genitals.
No. Like at what Adam said, it gives me an idea. Mind's Eye Society. When you would determine your vampires. Ooh, what happened? We froze. I don't know if they can hear me or not. I'm just talking to avoid.
I can hear.
Mind's Eye Society. Okay, yeah, Mind's Eye Society, to determine the generation of your vampire, you throw a test with the storyteller. So you just rolled fucking 5 dice, and every success you get a dot in dong. Okay, yeah, we were buffering.
We're buff.
All right, Carlo, it's your move.
What you can do, Carlo?
Now you know, Mark Zantz has been forthright that he intends to usher you up the ladder of the Giovanni. This could be an interesting window for you. However, there's also the dangling possibility of your cousin.
Ooh.
Which cousin? The one that flew out of town now.
Angelina.
Yeah.
Who has...
If that's a real name.
Well, she's asked to be called Neith lately, but she has thrown open the doors of communication with you. You have several avenues available, and you stand on the crux of several. It's a dangling plot hook. I mean, I was being quite literal.
Yeah. Hey, what happened? Who left?
Tom.
Every time. Vasil, I guess.
His computer blue screens.
Everybody's leaving us today.
But we gained a Kyle.
Yeah.
Like, calm down. Like, to the. I guess we're sure wait for Tom, or.
No, I mean, keep going. You can.
This is your show, Adam.
Yeah, I'm sure Tom would tell us to continue. Hello, Tom. Would you indeed tell us to continue? Was I wrong?
Huh?
Would you tell us to continue?
Let the show go on there.
Sure.
Okay.
And now it looks like me and Cal in the same room with that little background.
The Martino Mansion. God, wouldn't that...
That'd be such a good brand name, man.
No, just think about it. The next time you play through Bloodlines, I want you to go through the Giovanni Mansion with the idea that Carlo Martino is actually in charge of all this, and just see what that does to the experience. Maybe that's why there's still a ghost in the Ocean House. Just the Giovanni just letting shit slide. Clan Martino.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, he's got their necromancy.
I have all the knowledge.
The clan weakness is eye stigmata.
Stigmatas.
Oh, gee.
How
great would that be if like the Anarch, like clan specifics were Clan Martino?
Oh.
The Anarcha. Yeah.
The Giovanni have fallen apart and almost disappeared as a clan. Carlo happened.
We just became stronger. We became a rare breed.
Bringing in new people and teaching them necromancy. Welcome to Clan Martino.
All right, Clan Martino initiation's a little bit like the Giovanni, but it's a little different.
Take your pants off.
I know it is going.
Instead of sucking our cousin, we suck.
Yeah, well, you have to go to a motel and suck up a string. Then you're in.
To throw a gun at someone.
Throw a gun in a car, make it explode.
You know what? Hang on. It is canonical. It is canonical in the current meta plot of V5 that vampire blood has become so mutable that there are more offshoots and more new bloodlines than there ever have been before. If it is funny, and if the story goes the right way for it, I will absolutely allow Adam to found the Martinos.
Oh my god. Do it, Adam.
After that die, that's the only thing. After survive.
And then we can put it on the storyteller's vault, right? And we concede Martinos in other people's games. It'll be a thing.
Oh
They
god.
eventually join Clan Dad.
Become the meme that won't die. Do I get my own
discipline? Oh.
What would that be?
The crying eyes.
Bloody tears.
In pathomancy.
Fellatio isn't a discipline.
I mean,
not
it's not a vampire discipline.
yet.
Feed that.
I've seen
Some
some
girls-
spooky shit in your campaigns, Chaz, but holy shit, did that make everyone blanch a bit.
Yeah, there's plenty of girls who take a lot of points in fellatio. Some girls don't take enough. You know
Ooh.
who I'm talking to.
What are you doing, Adam? Alright, so you're trying to calm this guy down.
I'm gonna just like while shaking him, I'm gonna like try to cut my wrist with my nail, and like give some blood into his mouth.
Oh,
Or speeding.
As you sort of like slice into your wrist, his eyes lock on you. You can tell he wants it. You're dangling the drug before the addict. I don't know, sir. You sure this is okay? Usually I'm only supposed to take doses from Mr. Giovanni.
Okay, I'm gonna point this out. You said while you were shaking him, you were gonna cut it, right?
Like I'm gonna shake it and then like do a quick move and just like cut it.
Adam, the only way you can physically do that is you're wrapping your arms around his neck, as in you're embracing him.
Then I'll let go of his shoulders for a second, then cut it. Then if that makes it more believable.
I'm just no. They both are believable, Adam. In fact, I'd say the other way is more believable for you.
Snap his neck.
But I need a foot soldier to drive me home. I have no car.
What do you say to him, Adam?
Fuck me, Daddy.
What?
Fuck
I'm
you,
your
daddy.
daddy now, boy.
Thank you. We'll worry about the details later. Just have us sit.
All right. Just to steady myself, of course. And he'll sort of just grab your wrist and greedily start sucking on it like a baby with a bottle. How many blood points are you going to give him?
All of them.
He deodorizes Carlo.
But you win
His
the
torpid body hits the ground.
But you tie with the soul thing, so you're just in his head. You're just like he.
Like no,
Now no one can hurt me.
And I can walk in the sun now.
No, he's a vampire.
But isn't he a ghoul? But then does he become a?
If he gets to the final suck,
If he sucks me dry,
he gets a class promotion.
Is that what happens?
How many blood points are you giving him?
I was full, so I'll just give him 3. Yeah, 2 or 3. Yeah.
And 9.
Okay. That is a very generous donation to him.
Well, he doesn't remember.
All right. So you have to kind of wrestle your wrist out of his grip as you pull it away. And he just sort of like looks up forlornly for a second, his fingers still trembling.
Feel better?
As he sort of collects himself. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Martino.
Please call me Mr. Giovanni.
Please tell me.
Do you
Mr.
seriously say that?
Giovanni.
No,
Giovanni.
not yet. No.
Not yet.
Do it, Adam. Adam, just do it.
Like you could
Adam.
reinvent yourself that way. Do you?
I am no longer the Martino.
I am Digivolved. This kid.
Adam, stay
Who
as
checked
Martino.
Papa Giovanni.
It's okay, Adam. Look, it's up
Yeah.
to you. I don't want to peer pressure you in any way. I don't want to guide your roleplay in any way. But if you tell me this is something you want to do, I will change your nameplate right now, live on stream.
Let's go for it.
Go for it.
Yeah.
You're Carlo Giovanni now.
Yeah.
I mean, you have Giovanni blood flowing through you, so.
Now,
That was
Adam,
going to be my first name to be Jojo somehow.
you realize I
Geoball.
have one thing to ask of you in return. When we eventually do play Cyberpunk Vampire, you have to NPC the Prince of Night City for us.
Oh god, he's a prince?
Okay, he's not technically the prince. Technically, Night City has a princess or whatever, but he's like, he's the head shit in charge.
Valernos gave you a good option, Adam. Pretend you're Mauricio who counter-diablerized Carlo because nobody would believe Carlo could win.
But they're gonna ask me questions about stuff. But
Answer questions about stuff.
how do you do
I
finance?
can't answer. You know how bad I am at talking.
All right, you are now Carlo Giovanni. I have thus made it official on your nameplate.
No, how do I change my first name? The joke.
Unless you want to hyphenate.
Well, you have to start telling people, Adam, that you have a dream.
Of the deep deal. The dream. To make the head of the house. So this is part 4?
Mr.
Doom City.
Mr. Giovanni, you're the boss, I suppose. I don't know how the rest of the family will take that, but not my place to question.
Just saw. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's not your problem, so.
Until yeah. Well, let's go back home. Or I don't know if I should. Shit. I don't know if you call Mark Zantz or call.
He's just like, oh my god, guys, oh my god, I got a promotion.
Never guess what happened today.
That would be an interesting way to take the story if you're going to call Mark.
Hey, Mark, I sucked off my cousin. I'm the boss now.
Adam, I will 100% manipulate you into becoming the head of the Giovanni household if you call me right now.
The only thing I don't know.
Deal or no deal, the bank's calling. Do you go with Mark Zantz, your kind of friend, or do you go with your weird cousin that probably is going to suck you off?
I am a very honest man with you, Adam. Mark Zantz 100% tells you to your face, I will manipulate you into a position of power to benefit me. I'm the most honest adventurer you will ever meet, and it is in your best interest to do what I tell you.
Because it was manipulated to, I guess. That's the thing. Carlo's not super trusting anymore because everything he knew was a lie before this.
I mean, that's true, but Mark Zantz is telling you right to your face. With
Yeah.
this.
I know.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
They'd be like, everything good that happened to you was your fault. I didn't manipulate you at all.
Yeah.
It was all inside you the whole time, you sucker.
Thanks, Satan.
It was the worm inside me the whole along. Yeah, I guess I'll tell the driver to take me to your place, Mark Zan's place.
Okay.
He's not here. Oh.
And then I'm gonna pick up.
When you got back to Kyle and I was going to suggest that he meet one of my Coterie members at least.
Well, actually, I was about to. So, hang on. I'm a little bit ahead.
Oh, the rings on.
I've been STing for a little bit. I feel pretty good about this. So,
or before I forget, want to put the rings on, or
yeah, you can do that. We'll say that he's got about 8 rings. Now, you don't really know much about those rings, but you can feel the necromantic energy that seems to coruscate about them.
Yes. I'll find that out if I need to wait for. Oh.
What's the Italian equivalent of the Mandarin?
Legion? No.
The mandolin?
The Mandarin. Because he's got the rings.
Right, I know the reference.
I mean, so if a Mandarin is...
Wait, like the
orange.
fruit or the Star Wars thing? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Or is he the Sicilian? The Venetian?
The Venetian. There we go.
As Mark Zantz and Klaus are speaking in the lobby of the Beverly Hills Hotel. A young man dressed in a well-tailored set of black dress pants, white blazer, will come up with a phone in his hand. Actually, I don't think cordless phones are a thing right now. Pardon,
Ooh.
gentlemen. Sir, you wouldn't happen to be Mark Zantz, would you? Can't hear you, buddy.
Yes, I am.
Okay. My apologies, sir. There's a phone call for you at the front desk asking for someone fitting your description.
I'll turn to Klaus real quick and I'm like, 1 second, please.
Comes back. Good news, Klaus. We're going to meet the head of the Giovanni.
Again?
As you go to the front desk to lift the receiver, it's one of your other servants, and which you can decide which one you would like it to be. Pardon.
I haven't named all of them.
Okay, well, this is the third one. Pardon, Mr. Zantz, I don't mean to interrupt you while you're at business. One of your associates has come by asking for you, a Mr. Pardon, what did you say your name was again?
Formerly Martino, now Gio.
Formerly Martino, now Gio.
Lonnie.
Vani. Shall I put him on the line, sir?
Say no.
I'll just grab the phone and hang it up. No.
God, I really don't want to deal with this right now.
Who knew Mark was here? I'm assuming it via Virginia, probably, or his driver got back to his servants.
Someday I'll have a phone in my car.
See, I can do mental gymnastics to make things happen. That's half my job.
Refrigerator.
Yeah, I'll just kind of like beckon to hand me the phone as I quizzically pull it up to my head, put it up to my ear.
Mr. Zan, good news. I have a lot more access to the Giovanni mentioned. But the bad news, I guess bad news for some, good news for others. Is that works? Is that how all news is?
Klaus, are you listening in on the conversation right now, or sort of keeping a respectful distance?
I'm keeping a respectful distance. I'm a little caught up at the moment.
I have Diablo as my cousin, so
Yo, I just Diablo as my cousin. Well, shit, fam.
and you know what, I run a business, so I was wondering if you I know what
I'm
to do,
really
right?
bad at this.
I'll just kind of put my hand over the receiver. I'm like, Carlo, diablerie isn't exactly a business, but I'm assuming you need help with something.
How do you say?
I'm now the boss. I have no idea what that means or what that entails.
Yeah. I killed the boss. Does that make me the boss? Is it a Chronicles of Riddick style?
Chronicles of Riddick.
Keep what you kill.
Have I met your cousin? I know I've heard of your cousin. I don't know if I've met your cousin, though.
Well, you won't meet him anymore. But
Fair enough. Although that was more of an open statement than a question. I'll tell him, well, step one. Or part one. Congratulations on, I guess, nutting up in not your usual way. But you may... I believe you've created an opportunity and a problem for yourself at the same time. You see, now that you've taught me necromancy, exactly what is going to stop the rest of your clan from finding out what really did happen from your cousin's ghost?
Well, he ate his soul, although you can decide whether or not Mark Zantz would know that.
I mean, I think I would know. I've committed Diablerie at least once or twice. I know what it feels like to completely end another person's existence permanently. In that case, I'm going to say, well, you need to go to wherever your cousin kept his important documents and things like that, and preferably steal it without anybody looking.
Carlo, I will tell you right now that there's literally shelves of that shit, plus other records that are kept in the catacombs below the house.
That's going to be a big moving project. I mean, need to go.
Can you rent me a U-Haul?
I know. I still have no money for myself. I took all the power, but I have no wealth of my own.
What do I do with it now?
Was I in his will? I don't know. Do vampires have wills?
I think vampires have wills. I think they go eternally in the hope that that does not happen. Whatever it was that your cousin did for your clan, you need to fill that void as soon as possible. You need to make yourself indispensable in his former role, so that way you can continue moving up the chain.
All I did was boss people around, though. I don't know. I've never been in that position.
Well, that's why you need to find his documents and start bossing the same people around. Now tell me, Carlo, did anybody see what happened?
The driver saw, but I gave him some blood to calm his nerves, and he doesn't know. He forgot his memory. I dominated him to forget his memory, by making sure the driver didn't hear it.
Well, that's good. I was going to tell you, if anybody else saw, you need to implicate them in the same crime that you committed, so that way they have less of a reason to rat you out. If ratting you out means ratting themselves out. I feel like this is basically Carlo calling. It's like, quick, Mark, I need to know how to vent you real quick.
Yeah, pretty much. I've seen how not to vent you.
YouTube doesn't exist yet.
Yeah, Capcom doesn't.
Oh yeah, when we get to modern day, can we watch ourselves?
Like Xavier, you only need a mirror.
Can we suck ourselves?
Huh. Yes, you could just butt your arm and just suck. But unless you're talking about the other suck.
We can't do that one on camera, Adam. At least not on this streaming website.
Yeah. Hey.
Subscribe to us on Pornhub, guys. Just kidding, that.
So we're starting an OnlyFans.
You know.
Do you need me to help you look over those documents, Carlo? I can help you make sense of them.
Where should I meet?
Are you already at my house?
I am currently at your place.
Then I will be heading there.
Should I get this stuff first, or does it only have the file that showed the errors, the last of the cousin's mistakes?
Yeah, go ahead and take as much as you can with you. Once again, don't let anybody see you.
Yeah, right now the financial records you have are at least 12 years old.
Yeah, there's still. I'm pretty sure there's a lot. Yeah.
Mark Giovanni to Carlo's aunts. Good lord.
Crossover's too strong.
Well then, Carlo, if you wish to prepare more for the meeting, you know who you need to get a hold of. Unless you, in your newfound state of nut-uptitude, wish to procure the documents yourself.
Can we try the ghosts? I don't think they're gonna work because everybody can see ghosts. And they know it's the
What a
boss.
wonderfully forward-thinking Like, I didn't even think about that at first. I was like, yeah, everybody in the Giovanni mansion would probably know what's going on.
I mean,
Yeah, I gotta call
Byron Fierro!
I gotta call up a Fiordo, just burn the house down, just to get the the building's on fire, guys. Get all this stuff out.
You guys remember those memes where they would take two Pokemon and, like, mash them together? I'm imagining a Byrick Fierro in my head, and it's one of the most horrific things I've ever imagined.
I was gonna say, Adam, you could ask me to cause a ruckus to distract people.
But I don't get it. Ask for your. I'm too scared.
That's fair.
I'm intimidated by you.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it's the shadow guy.
And I'm not saying that I would even agree to it.
I know.
You could ask.
But that is a direction you can go.
You have to offer him something. Something that you haven't given to anyone else before.
I am. I don't
Riding
know what
in
that
a
would
flaming car firing a gerbil cannon.
I want ghost gun.
I would ask the girl to break in and steal stuff, because I can't do that. I have two stealth actually. Yes,
I mean, yeah, I could just do that. It's fine.
but you're still healing, yeah. And might go with frenzy in there.
I'll be fine.
But will you though? Ultimate dominate you to go be fine, but you're a higher generation, or what is it? Lower, higher generation?
I have
Lower is better.
Yeah.
I'm only Gen 9, though.
I need to catch
Well, I
up.
think I'm Gen 9 now. Yeah, I'm Gen 9 now.
I'm Gen 6. The best Pokemon generation. I legitimately don't even know which Gen 6 is.
Gen 6 is XY Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire.
Ooh. Half of those were good.
I mean, that wasn't bad, but nothing will ever replace Gen 1 and Gen 2 in my heart. I'm sorry. That's when my whole world was Pokemon, and nothing has ever made me feel the same way since.
I mean, the elemental dog cats were really cool, but Rayquaza.
The black Rayquaza, though.
Okay, Adam, you didn't really need to turn this into a racial thing, okay? A Rayquaza is Rayquaza.
Black. Come on.
But shiny,
All right.
though.
Klaus, you see Mark hang up the phone at the front desk, and what sort of expression do you think Mark would be wearing at the moment, Josh?
Like the son of a bitch, I can't believe he did it.
Looking oddly pleased with himself.
Bewildered as shit. Just
Proud. No,
Proud but confused.
Hey, how
Yeah.
Confused that his kid won the the fucking stupid little elementary school athletic meets.
and all he had was participation trophies beforehand.
It's like that feeling of pride a father must get when his son finally stands up to like that minor schoolyard bully by kicking him in the nuts.
I don't know you.
Give me back my purse.
Then I kicked him in the nuts.
so I'm just gonna saunter over to you, Mr. Zance.
Yes, Herr Klaus.
Shall we be going then?
Yes.
Seems there's been a change in tempo.
Ah,
Would
I
you
see
like
what
me-
you did there.
I caught that one. Yeah, perhaps you'd like to meet some of my coterie. We tend to work closely together in some matters.
I'd certainly like to.
Then I'll kind of motion towards the door. We should be on our way then. It seems like it may end up being a very busy night.
Idle hands.
Okay, Carlo. So this decision is going to influence a great crux of what's going to happen.
Horror crux.
So what are you going to do? Do you A, wait for Mark Zantz and Klaus von Blitzersdorf with the 12-year-old financial records that you have now? Do you B, go to the Giovanni mansion yourself and try to procure more of Mauricio's records and see if you can grow your roots of power deeper into the Giovanni on your own? Do you C, attempt to track down Jibril, have him break into the mansion for you, as was the original plan? Do you D, approach Byrick Ash, the force of nature himself?
And have him clear out the Giovanni mansion somehow.
Have him make you a lot of fucking more ghosts.
I'm not saying he can't do it. The hard part is going to be you convincing him to do it.
Like, you want a ring, Barrick? I can get a ring for every gun you want, every bullet.
Oh, a ring for every bullet, but I only need to fire 2. The first one's a warning shot.
Like, goes to the head. I know next time. Let's get
Well, that's a fair question.
yeah.
It's currently 12:30. Did you guys want to continue, or should we call it there?
I should probably call it there. I have to get up really early for work.
Okay. I award 3 XP to everyone for tonight. Next time on Vampire, we have a very interesting situation in the works, as Carlo is going to begin his ascent up the Giovanni ladder, and Byrick will find out who the owner of that strange voice was. I am excited. In the meantime, Kyle, do you know our tradition?
Voting?
You know what to do then. So, at the end of the stream, we all vote for who your favorite character was who gets the bonus XP. Daestra's ahead of me.
Well, Daestra's technically behind you.
Alright. Did you guys enjoy yourselves tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All our fans are behind us.
Kyle, I'm very glad that you enjoyed yourself tonight. I
'Cause they
was
pop
hoping
us
you
up.
would.
Ooh, vote for Kyle.
I should probably
2 votes for Kyle.
But the same vote twice today? I don't know.
No, one was
No.
Felix Waffle, one's from Tauquin.
Yes, my glasses are blurry.
No, I'm pretty sure Talquin's voting for Adam.
XP to Kyle for not fish milking.
Mhm.
It's so easy to do.
I don't think we've ever had a fish milk.
No, that's because we're good gamers.
We don't want to
Protein.
take the easy way out.
Kyle for his pun earlier.
Mine goes to Adam for the call me Carlo Giovanni moment.
I also have to give it to Carlo
Be a
for that.
Nazi fish mouth. Oh my god.
Not gonna lie, kind of want to see a Nazi fish milk now.
Fuck that.
I think that's just Colonel Clink. Josh, where's your vote going?
No, you didn't hear me? I said I was giving it to Adam for his call me Carlo
Okay.
Giovanni moment.
I did get yours. Kyle, who would you like to vote for? Now, you can vote for yourself, but we will never let you live it down. Right, Adam?
In bird culture, that's considered a dick move. I'm gonna vote for Adam for overthrowing the Giovanni. and
He hasn't
usurping the
overthrown them yet.
throne. I mean, he's on the way.
Yes.
He's on the way.
If you wait for the Malkavian and the Ventru to show up, you'll get some backup somehow. But if we can get most of the Coterie in on this, we're overthrowing the Giovanni mansion.
Hey, you guys, you need a new place to live?
Yeah, we had this whole revolution going on, but yeah, we're gonna start a side quest.
I mean, isn't that what America's doing right now?
Yeah.
America's just on all the side quests.
Adam, where's your vote going?
I'm gonna go for. Ah, man. Dude, there. Yeah. You went to Josh,
Adam,
though, I guess? Yeah,
so
Josh.
conflicted.
Yeah,
All right, one
you
vote
went
for Josh. Why are you voting for Josh?
for believing in me.
Thanks, hombre.
I was just channeling my inner Mr. Rogers.
Xavier,
I was attempting to channel.
Xavier, where's yours going?
I was giving mine to Adam.
For what reason?
The Carlo Giovanni thing.
Oh, okay. And Tom.
I will vote for Mark Zantz for the pun.
Okay.
When did I make it?
Listen up, people in chat. We need you. Because currently I is tied 4 votes for Kyle, 4 votes for Adam, and 2 votes for Josh. And you know what happens when there's a tie. So we need somebody to break it. If you haven't casted a vote, CavCon needs you now.
Or Big Dick Energy, get 2 more votes for Josh.
That's why it's a 3-way
I mean,
tie.
that's true. That's true.
Or bigger dick energy, everybody changes their votes to Ash. For no reason. Except because you can.
Yeah, I apologize, Xavier and Tom. I know we didn't get to advance your stories terribly much tonight, but I will give you a bigger spotlight next session.
That's fine. It's the price to having having everybody doing their own things.
I was gonna say you guys are gonna get the spotlight because you two are gonna be the ones shooting everybody in the Giovanni mansion.
Well, I think I'm going to be shooting. I think Jabril's going to go stab people.
I already recorded yours, Tao. Yours was the second vote I wrote down.
And
So-
Blix, there's 2 types of German accent. There's the happy jovial one, which is what you described, and the really angry one, which I have dubbed as the Oktoberfest happy one, and then the Himmler one, that's the angry one.
The Himmler.
Jesus.
Blix Waffa changes her vote their vote to Ash.
Woo.
Now, who did you vote for originally?
Say Kyle. Yeah. Look, Waffle? Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
So minus
That worked.
1 Kyle, plus 1 to Ash.
Okay.
Adam would say that, wouldn't he?
Executioner also changes their vote to Josh for being Carlo's manager.
So
So
okay.
It's what the Ventru does.
And we're back to a tie.
okay, so now it's a 3-way tie between Kyle, Adam, Josh.
That's the best. The CavCon quality.
This is everything I could have asked for.
So while we're waiting, hoping and praying that any other votes come in, Kyle, what did you think of your first game with us?
It's good. Definitely been a while since I played Vampire, or most World of Darkness stuff. So
Oh, okay, I was wrong. Executioner also voted for Kyle, which means that Carlo wins this one.
Woo!
I didn't even have to vote for myself. Just kidding. Just kidding.
I forget how discombobulating it is to jump into a campaign when it's so far in.
I
Why's
think
your character here? And I'm like,
You know.
cuz that thing with the stuff. You know me.
I think you did well. That was another reason why I sort of like pointed you at Mark Zantz, because I knew Josh would be the type to sort of help escort you in, which I appreciate, Josh. Thank you.
There have been too many times where I have had to jump into, not necessarily with this group ever, but there were times where I was expected to jump into a game, and people were like, "Huh, my character has no reason to help you or interact with you. Goodbye, good sir." And that always bothered me, so I try never to be that person.
I don't
feel
think
like
we
Josh
ever
really
do that.
was-
No, that's what I said. It
Never
was never this group, but there were times like specifically like with the few times I've played with other people, or like
You
at
know-
big events like Gen Con.
You cheat on us, Josh?
Not necessarily.
You know.
All right, Carlo, get your bonus XP. Kyle, welcome to the group. You're going to be here next week, right?
Me? Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have a choice.
Live in the same house.
I don't want Klaus like diving out of Mark Zantz's window on the freeway.
Well, the excuses are just like, fish milk.
Yeah. Plot twist.
I will not disgrace
He
myself.
was a fish milk all along.
Oh no.
All right,
Well,
my
that's
dear
what's going to
friends.
happen if you ever miss one session.
That is our time tonight. As always, we thank you, amazing people, for coming out to watch us play. I've said it once, I'm going to say it a million times. You're going to get sick of me hearing it, but I appreciate having you guys here. Showing up week after week is a bitch, and it constantly amazes me, right? Like, we're not major celebrities. We don't really represent a brand other than our own, and yet we have all these people from all these walks of life willing to come together and spend time with us from all over the world. And if you don't find that amazing, you have no fucking soul. And I'm just, goddamn you guys, we love you.
I feel attacked for not having a soul.
You're not, what's it called?
Maybe you shouldn't be a fucking ginger.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yeah, that's what. Not having a soul.
Anyways, let's get the
They
hell
don't
out.
know you. They don't know what you look like. Tommy, you might be a ginger for all
Right.
they know.
Everybody say goodnight.
Good
Bye-bye.
night.
Bye.
Fair as a